Good evening out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Victor Frankenstein, and welcome to the other side of midnight. Not really sure why I'm here, or if this deleted guy's even paying me for being on, but anyway, here we are. I do want to say hello to the people in the chat. We have channel member JPRPH1, the tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby, Fluff Chick Productions, Faithful Blue Wrench, the Bird Woman of YouTube, Connie Cleary, Last Call, something, Dark Side. Sounds like a man I can work with. We also have Matt Cheatwood. And we have our man from the future, Sashi. Joining us from the UK, Shadow of the Raven, Nevermore. I think I should be cast in a an Edgar Allan Poe movie next. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a good idea. Mark Mounikoff is joining us. Yeah. Well, in my movie, they pronounced it Frankenstein. For the more cultured people, it is Frankenstein, yes. The pendulum, yeah, good idea. And hello to Darth Plato. There are some guests backstage who are patiently waiting to come on, so let's not keep them waiting. The tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby.
Hi. How you doing?
Sorry. Feeling pretty well here, Curtis, but you've known this deleted guy a little bit longer than I have. Does he pay anybody for this?
He pays top notch. This is the best pay I get anywhere on the internet, bar none. Okay, at least it equals the pay that I've gotten elsewhere on the internet. So
that's good, because I'm a monster, and I don't want to have to unleash it on him if I don't have to.
Oh, no, don't unleash on deleted scenes. I can think of a few choice people. I'll tell you backstage maybe who we should unleash on.
Okay, good idea. The Bird Woman of YouTube, Connie Cleary.
Heidi ho!
Woo woo! I try to think and nothing happens.
The woman who is probably ready to kill me. The reason why I know you're all really here since corner.
It's too late for this, y'all.
You think?
I've been rising early for the past couple weeks, so I am feeling the lateness of the hour.
Yeah, you haven't experienced Frankenstein till you've seen it in the original Klingon. I totally agree. I think I would have made a good Klingon, but never been asked. Also, joining us, Enigma Severus.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Howdy, howdy.
Yes, and our very special guest, Big Al Presents, host of Films with Friends, the creator of the 10-Word Review.
You look nothing like Colin Clive. And isn't it Henry? Wait a minute.
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry. He said Victor in the movies.
Well, they changed
I
it.
didn't read the script, to be honest. Thank you for making Deleted aware of the movie, and otherwise I wouldn't be here tonight. Also, say hello to Wilkie's Movies and Music. Alright. I wanted to play the girl from Ipanema, but I couldn't find it.
It's a long way to Tipperary.
Yes. Well, Deleted is back now, so I'm going to be backstage
Thank goodness.
making sure that you're all. I'm going to keep you all in line because I don't want to have to unleash that monster of mine who he's around here somewhere. So I better go look for him.
I gotta watch this movie now, I swear.
Take care,
Let
folks.
me enjoy it more. Yeah, right.
And
Someone needs to tell the lead to say
Hail.
cigarettes are really bad for your throat.
Which version?
Okay, he's just leaving us hanging. All right. So
Uh-oh.
what should we
and
talk?
hail,
We can work with this.
hail, Sashi, man from the future.
We've taken over the show, it looks like.
So, guys,
Yeah,
how was
it's
your
not letting him
weekend?
back in. It was pretty good, actually. Yeah.
The inmates are running the asylum.
All right.
About damn time.
Deleted his Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Deleted, you've created a monster.
Oh no.
Oh hell.
Frankenstein is a documentary. Yes. Let's see. Carl says in the 80s they dubbed some classic movies
Oh, my
into
gosh.
Welsh, like Frankenstein and Shane.
It didn't
didn't work well. Oh man.
Imagine not.
Right.
It's like Mystery Science Theater in another language.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that would be fun.
It would. I like to pay good money just to be in that panel.
I would like to just be a janitor for those guys. That would be amazing. It would be a dream come true.
The original cast.
Oh, any of them really. But yeah, the original is best. Or, well, is really good anyway.
All right. Well, earlier this evening on Unscripted, and I really did blow my voice out doing that. Damn, sorry.
You're off on the vocal cords talking
I-
like that.
Yeah.
I can only pretend to be Michael Madsen for a few minutes.
Sometimes you gotta suffer for your shtick.
Yeah, do what I got to do. Got to entertain the folks because, well, Hollywood's had a bit of a difficulty doing that of late. But one movie that I think could be good was a movie that I brought up earlier this evening on Unscripted, which is Longlegs, and the viral kind of multimedia marketing that's been going on surrounding this movie. It has made me even more interested in seeing it than I was before.
Yep.
And I equated it to the marketing surrounding the original Blair Witch Project, which was also had a multimedia slant to it. It had a website, and of course there were books. There was a
Got a couple
spin-off documentary. Yeah, a couple of them. Yeah.
I actually like the documentary more than the actual film, but I really do like the film. A lot of people, didn't get it, but I really liked.
I saw it once. I remember when the marketing for that was trying to convince people that it was a real thing. This was real found footage and all that. I remember, but and at first I was like, really? Wow. But by the time I saw it, I already knew that it wasn't, and I was unimpressed. I was not. Let's say I was underwhelmed. I'm impressed that they were able to be as financially successful as they were with the shoestring budget that they had, and I think that's fantastic. But the execution, the story itself was just kind of like, that's it. Okay.
My girlfriend was the same way. She literally in the middle of the film, it's like Lena was like, "Why am I watching this?" Like it's loud enough for the rest of the theater to hear. And
she said that in theater.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And I was totally like focused into it because I love found footage films.
Oh, we'll see.
Anyway, but I didn't know that until I really saw that. This was my first time. I was like, man, I really like this because it just. I mean, I knew it wasn't real, but
you like that style.
But I like that style, that that jerky camera, the the little nightlight kind of look. Those shots like I'm scared, that.
Oh yeah, with the nose and all that.
Yeah, Heather Donahue.
I don't like found footage, and I didn't realize that until I saw the Blair Witch Project. I mean, or like home video type, that style. In general, there have been maybe one or two that I've thought were pretty decent, but that's why I never really liked Paranormal Activity. I saw the first one, I was unimpressed. It's weird because when you watch a movie, it's fiction, or a fiction movie, it's fiction, but to watch a movie like this, a found footage or home video type movie that's supposed to be real, but they're acting, to me that is so not convincing. It's really weird. It's hard to explain why it just doesn't work for me. I can't get into that very much.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I wasn't a Paranormal Activity fan either. That's the one that I thought was kind of boring again until the very end. That was good. I thought the girl was good, but it's like that boyfriend just annoyed the hell out of me. I'm sorry. But to me, Blair Witch was always more of like a campfire story, and I think there were people at the time who were going into it thinking this was going to be Cannibal Holocaust 2 or something.
Why did they think that? I don't understand.
Because that's also about a documentary crew that gets killed.
Okay. Yeah, but that wasn't presented.
And there's found footage elements to that as well.
Was it really? I've seen Cannibal Holocaust. It didn't come across as a found footage to me for some reason. So
no, me
I guess
either.
That's why. Okay.
No. But so I think people were expecting it to be more of a gore fest and more of a slasher film, and really what it is a campfire story. It's kind of like it's a story that John Houseman's character in The Fog would have been telling to those kids.
It's a psychological.
It's psychological. I have an idea for a low budget horror movie. Tying up Sid and making her watch Moonfall twice. I signed.
Oh my goodness, that stupid movie! Don't get me started on that, Simon.
Let's talk about.
We'll get back to Moonfall in a second. I do want to say hello to Lee Clay Thomason, and thank you, the Clue Channel, for the $10 super chat. Salute the lead-in, salute the Midnighters. Come on.
Thank you, Clue.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Says, I can't get with found footage stuff too. Most of the action's taken by the people's too far from what people do in real life. Yeah, but that's kind of the trouble. Whenever a movie is successful, there has to be 20 other movies that are trying to emulate it in some fashion.
Well, like Clue had made a mention here in the chat, and what Sashi was talking about is the Office, which was for television. But I think when England came out with that television show, I mean, it was ingenious because, to be quite sincere, I honestly thought it was a real documentary until I figured it out. But it was very funny. But yeah, it was. I mean, revolutionary. They made The Office US, Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They went off onto an entirely new genre, so to speak.
Well, they're still doing it. Abbott Elementary kind of does the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, Parks and Rec. Oh, I love that show.
I mean, it made Chris Pratt, and it was when season 3 hit. It became really funny.
Yeah, season 1. They because I still watch it. Yeah, it's on weekend mornings on Comedy Channel, and I'll still watch it. They don't even bother showing season 1. The first 6 episodes. They hardly ever do it. They'll get to the end of the final episode, and then when they go back, they reset with the beginning of season 2. They never show the first 6 episodes. Or
the characters were so out of. They had to transition the characters so much. You could tell at the beginning of season 1 that they were going in a completely different direction than what they were adjusting to.
So they just kind of had to find their way then, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was also, a lot of shows have growing pains and kind of finding the character. Big Bang Theory, you kind of see how the characters evolve, and once you watch it enough and when you see those earlier episodes, you're like, that character should not be acting like that. Same thing with Friends. Joey was not that stupid at the beginning.
That's very true. Watch party for Blair Witch now. So
I don't think so.
I've done on fan. I don't know how many of you know Fan Man, but he's a fan of that film too, and we've done a watch party on that on his channel. It's like I say, it's a technique that found footage. One person shot, one camera shot. It's just you either like it or you don't. It is very polarizing as far as the audience to it.
Yeah, and I understand why. I get it. So going back to the chat for a moment, and hello, of course, to Outlaw Bill.
Hey, Bill.
All right.
Hey, Bill.
So, Sin, not to put you on the spot, but what exactly is your problem with Moonfall?
Oh, gosh. I did a whole review on it. I did a whole review on it. I think it made my, oh, gosh, I can't even remember now what year it came out in. I don't remember if it came out the same year as The Green Knight. But yeah, there was so much wrong with it, and I don't feel like rehashing it.
I've heard.
Don't blame
it was so stupid.
I never saw it.
Bless you.
I never got to it.
Oh, I wish I could recapture that time of my life, all the time I spent on that stupid ass movie.
I think I reviewed it on my channel somewhere. Let me go back and look. I remember thinking it was kind of silly.
Green Knight. Nope. No, that was the wrong
Oh,
keyword.
why are you bringing? Yeah,
What-
the Green
yeah.
Knight. Oh my gosh, that one too. Lord, whatever year that came out in, Green Knight. It might have been the same year as Moonfall. Whatever. Green Knight made my top worst film of the year because I almost walked out of the theater. And Moonfall might have come in second because I hated it. And maybe I briefly toyed with the idea, but not seriously. But like with Green Knight, I was thinking, wow, I wish I was at home working. Yeah, you definitely. Oh my God.
But I must. No.
I am losing money on this.
Send.
I
One.
actually
What's-
enjoyed Green Knight.
I
Do
know
a
a lot of people
comparison.
did.
Green Lantern versus Green Knight.
I'd rather watch Green Lantern. What were you saying, Connie?
What was it? It was 2021.
Okay, was it the same year as Moonfall?
I think it is. Let me check.
Okay.
Double check here.
Then I
think
think
so,
Moonfall
yeah.
would have been my second.
2022 for Moonfall.
Okay, then Moonfall was probably
Well,
my first today.
Ahmed will balance it out. He loved Green Knight, I think. I'm just kidding.
Ahmed is like it's gotten to where whatever most people think, Ahmed's probably going to be the opposite. It's like opposite day with him when we have our movie chats. Oh gosh, I haven't watched any of those movies yet. I have 3 movies that I need to watch before next Wednesday, in addition to all the other movies I'm going to go to the theater to see in the next week or so.
Goodness. That's a lot.
I know it's a lot.
Has anybody seen Boneyard yet?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Have not.
I mean, I know Curtis did, but
Where is that? Is that on Shudder or
It's-
Netflix?
It's on a bad site that I would go to.
Yeah,
Oh, Sail the Seven
exactly.
Seas? Is that what you mean?
that yes.
Okay.
Look Movie 2.
That's
Look Movie 2. You guys got that? Yeah.
anyway.
So
um,
what do you guys
Okay,
think about it?
It surrounds these West Mesa murders. This is West Mesa, New Mexico, between I think like 2005 and 2009. There were like 11 murders, and this woman walking her dog stumbles
Oh.
upon
I know what you're talking about.
this burial site. And
Yeah. I've listened to true crime stuff about that.
well,
Okay.
unfortunately, the movie doesn't go into a lot of the true crime stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of that's the odd thing, is it's kind of the MacGuffin. And it's really kind of a police corruption story, which is it goes off on this kind of weird tangent.
Okay.
I was like, well, this is supposed to be about solving these murders, which I learned kind of on today. The thing is, the murders have not been solved,
Right.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you want to bring this case to light and let more of the public know about it, instead of having this be this local New Mexico story, do a documentary.
Yeah.
You
There
know,
probably have been. I mean, I know it's
You
on
know,
podcast stuff.
well, I'm sure it has,
crime,
but I'm just
yeah.
saying.
I wonder
it
who
would
has the
have been-
rights.
It would have been a better idea to do a documentary, I think. But what we get is this weird police corruption story where you got Brian Van Holt playing a Mexican, which is
I can't believe you didn't think he pulled it off.
a little weird.
Sorry.
It's kind of like
Easy.
having him play a Mexican is kind of like, getting me to play like a Chinese guy. It's not going to work.
Why? What? Like what? Because Mexicans are all different colors and races. So what
It
was it
just-
about
Yeah.
his performance?
Because he has a sister and a niece in the film.
Okay.
and the niece is one of the victims, as it turns out, and they are played by Latina actors, right? But and he's the white dude. It's kind of like, okay, was he adopted? What,
Latinos can be okay. So Latinos can be white as white can be. Like, so my kids. I'll give you an example. Okay. My daughter has darker skin, like my husband. My son is white as can be. You'd never know he's half Mexican. So maybe it was just like maybe one of their parents was fair skinned. Who knows?
It's just one of the many things in this movie that never gets explained. You have 50 Cent playing the police chief.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Sashi.
Well, yeah, but they could do that then. You can't get away with that now.
Yeah, that's true.
Weird tangent. That's the street where I live. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and so he kind of looks like he doesn't want to be there, kind of like he did in Expendables 4. But I think maybe he thought he was in Expendables 4 when he was making this. I don't know. But the guy who kind of somewhat brings his A game is Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
He was in that. I didn't know he was in that.
I think he's in this because Bruce Willis isn't making movies anymore. Because it could have just as easily have been him. Or Cole Hauser, or really anybody. But he at least makes the movie somewhat interesting with the scenes that he's a supporting character. But I'm sorry, it just didn't. I know there are people who like the movie. I've seen some of the reviews. There are people who like it, and that's fine. That movie didn't fly with me at all.
No.
And right now, it's between that and Madam Web for worst movie of the year for me.
Oh wow! Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the production, it's the directing, it's how they organize the story. The fact that I genuinely put inside of the little review, I said I really feel like somebody was sitting on Adobe Premiere and they just clicked render and finalize, and we'll just go with what we got. It's like, did you not go back and look at what you did? Like, it was very, very haphazard.
Chief Fitty, yeah, basically. Yeah, it's very oddly. The story is very oddly laid out, and there are flashback scenes in this, but they're shot similarly to the rest of the movie that you can't tell right away that they're flashback.
Oh,
and it gets really confusing.
Yeah,
and then and I kind of get it. Because it's kind of like they were trying to do LA Confidential, where you have sort of like this 3-man story, and they've all got their backstories, and they've all got their demons, and that's perfectly fine. But it's just like, okay, that happened.
Monologued them.
Then this happened.
Yeah,
Mel Gibson. He has like this voiceover bit through the whole movie. It's actually not bad. Like I said, he's the best part of the movie. I don't know why he was in this, because that character could have been played by anybody, really. But then again, somebody was telling me that he's in another movie. I don't know the title. I wasn't told. That's about like that was like about these series of child kidnappings that also didn't get solved and don't get solved during the movie. And I'm like, apparently it was some straight to video thing too, I guess. But so I don't. I guess this is what he's doing now. I don't know, but man,
he's been. Kind of on Hollywood's hit list.
Yeah.
It's time to do Lethal Weapon 5. We need Lethal Weapon 5, guys.
Desperation
when is
Road,
this
maybe?
coming out? Lethal Weapon.
I don't know. He's been talking about it for a couple of years because Richard
Didn't he
Donner
confirm he's deleting it? He's deleting it.
He was directing it. Yeah,
he's directing it. Yes.
Yeah.
It's late, y'all. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Have you guys seen Beverly Hills Cop 4?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet either.
It's.
I've been hearing mixed
we won't
things.
spoil. I don't want to spoil.
Yeah. Okay.
I enjoy it.
I can explain this. They don't make a reference to Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Okay, I don't remember anything about Beverly Hills Cop 3 and very little about 1 and pretty much nothing about 2 as well. So is it necessary to rewatch 1 and 2?
No, but you'd pick up a lot more.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have to. But
if the characters' relationships are pretty much, they give you what you need to know, but you don't have to know too much.
Eddie Murphy wears the same Adidas from the first one.
Does he really? Like, for real?
The same style. Yeah, everything's same style.
Just Gerald.
Cover up
just
his,
the more
belly
recent,
a little bit.
just the more recent version, I believe, of the franchise.
It's
Lethal Weapon 5 is being written by Shane Black and Richard Wank. Good. Okay. That's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, especially Shane Black. I don't recognize the other guy.
Yeah, he wrote he wrote the Equalizer films and
okay.
He's like Denzel Washington's like go-to guy. He did he also co-wrote Denzel's version of A Magnificent Seven, and 16 Blocks was his with Bruce and
that was a good one when Bruce Willis still cared a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know Shane is a decent storyteller. I mean, he's kind of had some wobbly moments, but this makes me feel pretty optimistic. We'll see. I know that, Simon. That's one of the things I meant when I said he's had his wobbly moments.
That one was a little. I can watch it, but I can riff it while I'm watching it.
But he's written some stuff that I've really enjoyed. So
his name is Richard Clue.
Richard Wank, yeah. Which I know sounds weird, but we're not going there, gentlemen.
Why?
Because you all screwed it up for me the last time and almost got me thrown off the air. That's why.
Let's divert the conversation quickly.
I am blaming you, Fluff Chick Productions.
Go ahead, you blame me all you want.
This is all on you.
I own it. Yes, I'll be owning all that crap.
Wait. Oh, that's too bad. That's a shame. Oh, she got.
Now, for some reason, my mind is going to. Yeah. Anyway.
It's. I'm just responding to Shadow of the Raven. Beverly Hills Cop. It's at least honorable. Best way I could put it.
What about the laugh? What about the laugh?
Oh yeah, I don't remember. I can't remember. I was invested in.
I will say that I think Eddie Murphy was much more on form, like he was like in the earlier days. He just seemed it. If you enjoyed the first two films and have been really wanting to see that character again, I think you'll like it.
Okay.
It's I think it really touches it really matters the nostalgia of the viewer if you really like, and that's what hit me. It's like I just I enjoy, like I said in my video when I did my review, I was like, if you like member berries, it's like putting member berries in your shake and having a milkshake of it and sipping it and just enjoying the brain freeze.
So I was gonna. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, that was it. I was just saying, I could see where people could do some picking at it, but I just I thought
I heard they played it safe.
Yeah, it played safe. They didn't have any no woke social moments really. But
when Sin was discussing, do I need to watch the first two? No, but the best thing that I loved about it was Rosewood's and Axel's relationship, because in the second one you see their relationship, and then in the third one they kind of reunite it, and it's really good to see that. So
that was my question too.
Yeah, is the theme song in the new one?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
All the songs are in the new. Like I said, it's a nostalgia fest. Neutron Dance is in it again, and yeah, everything.
Any word on a Constantine sequel? I don't know, because that's one that's really wrapped up in a number of legalities over ownership and how certain characters can be used. Now, I have heard that Keanu Reeves is down for doing another one. It's just going to be a matter of getting the very, very tangled rights situation cleared up before they can do another one.
Yeah, the rumors are saying that they're supposed to be releasing Constantine in 25 or 26. Supposedly. We'll wait and see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think Keanu's I think he loves making films for fans like Cruise.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Agreed.
He has a great relationship with the fans. I've never, never heard, to my knowledge, of
not a bad thing.
Yeah, not a bad thing coming from him. He's always very nice, very
humble,
approachable.
Yeah, I've always liked him ever since I saw him in the. There was a movie in the '80s that I watched with Olivia Diabo, who played in Conan the Destroyer with Arnold, and it was a movie she played in. It might have been like, I don't know, a made-for-TV film or whatever, but I watched it because it was about a girl who was she was a gymnast, and he played her love interest. That was the first time I ever saw him. And I've liked him ever since then. Never forgot him. It's just, I've always liked him. So it's good to see him doing well in the industry.
And hello to Putin's cat.
Yeah, been away for a couple weeks. I was out of state, watching over my nephews while my brother had to work during the day, and then we came back down to go to a lake with the rest of the family. My other brother was in town, and the three of us aren't always together, all three of us siblings, so it was nice.
Yeah, Sin, that film was called Flying, also known as Dream to Believe.
Yeah. I knew it as Dream to Believe.
And
yes.
Love at the Edge.
I knew it as Dream to Believe. So I actually have the VHS of it, and that one says Dream to Believe. And the reason they call it Flying also is there's a song that they play in there. 'Cause I'm flying high, got my feet off the ground, something like that. So that's why it's called that. Anyway. Yeah.
Flying from 86.
I do not recall that one.
I don't either.
Yeah. It's like I said, it was way back in the 80s, and he was just a young thing. He was so young. Yep. Because I love gymnastics. I like to watch gymnastics. And so that had to do with gymnastics. So that's why I got it. Plus, I liked her because I knew her from the Conan movie.
Oh, and Jessica Steen's in it too.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jessica.
And the lady who played in, I think the lady who played in Dr. Zhivago is the daughter. She played, I think, like the gymnastics coach or something like that. I did not encounter Sasquatch on my vacation, but my brother referenced Sasquatch multiple times.
I love Sasquatch.
He was talking about, Sasquatch might be in those ones.
And half cheetah wolf.
Hey, Patrick.
Hello.
How are you doing? Not Julie Christie.
Rita Cushman.
The lady who played, I think, the daughter of her character.
Anyone remember the movie Dreamscape? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that with Dennis Quaid?
Yep.
Right? And what's her face? The chick from Temple of Doom.
Kate Capshaw.
Kate Capshaw, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that once and I remember enjoying it, but I haven't watched it all the way again. Did not see any Wendigos.
Yeah, that was like Hollywood went through like a trippy phase, like Brainstorm, Dreamscape, and something else. What was the other one? I can't think of it.
Yes, I know she did Putin's Cat in the movie. I know.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm getting distracted by these comments.
Yeah. Alrighty. Where were we?
Hey, we got distracted by this.
Okay. Any fans of the Secret Saturdays?
I have not heard of that.
With what that is. So.
The Guyver? No, I haven't seen that, Simon.
I know about
I've
the
seen the Guyver.
What's it
the
about?
The live action and the cartoons.
Oh, I don't think I've even heard of it. What's it about?
Hold on a second here. It's about. Hold on a minute here.
Is it about Bigfoot?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, Secret Saturdays is an animated television show.
Yeah.
Family of cryptozoologists who work to keep the truth about cryptids from getting out. I've heard about this, but I have never seen it.
It's been a while since I've seen any of it, but it's all it is in a nutshell.
The best death scene. Now, when you say best, are you being like sarcastic? It's actually a good death scene, or are you talking about that terrible death scene we've seen before of the guy falling around in the bedroom and into the mirror and all that? Yeah. I don't even know what movie that's from, but
no.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah,
I'm talking. I'm sorry,
the Guyver.
Oh, I don't know. I'm talking to you, Simon. Yeah. I don't know if you were referring to Putin's Cat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's in the Guyver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the live action.
Yeah, J.J. Walker. Yeah, that's a bizarre film.
Literally.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Okay. So. Oh dear. All right.
Oh, you talking to me? There's no one else here?
Well, I can't tell, Simon.
Who do you think you're talking to?
It's hard to read you sometimes with these comments.
Turkish movie guy gets shot 5 times in slow motion. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So cringe.
What is everybody's favorite Turkish knockoff movie?
I don't know. I haven't seen any. All I know is what I've seen here on YouTube.
There's an Amazon Prime movie that I noticed was a recreation of Rambo 1, First Blood.
Oh.
Okay.
Sweet.
Was it?
Let me look
good?
that up again. It was almost a shot-for-shot remake. The same story.
Oh, wow.
The only difference was the corrupt police officer was trying to force a woman, and that became like the side love interest for
Rambo.
The Wish brand of Rambo.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a little off.
Timu Rambo.
I was getting ready to say Timu.
Yeah.
Ramamu.
Indian Superman is priceless. I'm sure it is. So woman Spider-Man in it as well. But then it would be Spider-Woman. Tunak. Okay. Going to need some coordinates here, people. I don't know what this is. I'm not really familiar with any Turkish films. I'm still trying to get into like Indian movies and anime and stuff like. So I'm kind of figuring out who everybody kind of is there between. You guys should watch old Indian cinema death scene staying alien with overdue. Yeah, I tell you, whether you enjoy Indian films or not, they're not boring.
Correct.
Well,
well, I know you had an experience with a certain film that will go unnamed Agent, and
yeah,
because that's the movie you famously walked out of.
That was my very first walkout. Yeah,
my
very first. Hopefully my last, but you never know. Indian cinema is a little hit or miss with me. Because as soon as they start doing song and dance, it just snaps me right out of it. I just can't connect with that at all. So, but there have been some that I really liked. So,
yeah.
Sashi does have a point about the dust.
I was wanting to go see Kill this week, but
I saw City of Joy.
I'll be able to.
That looks interesting.
City of Joy.
It's an old Patrick Swayze movie.
Yeah, that's more of a straight up drama, though. And hello to Adega Outlaw. Good to see you.
Hi, Adega.
Right on. This is the Indian movie Kills the best action movie of the year. Well, I'm sure it probably will be. I might go check that one out myself if I get a chance. Let's see. Clue says, I like Korean apocalypse films and TV. I'll speak fluent Korean by 2026. Yeah. I've been hearing some good things about Korean cinema as well. So.
Oh, yeah. Korean cinema's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kung Fu Yoga was really cool. The ending is very entertaining.
Just that title.
Has anybody seen the movies The Roundups? Because I was looking at those martial arts movies.
Oh, I haven't seen any of them yet.
Nope.
I would like to. Yeah,
interested.
I gotta sit down and watch those. Because that 70s rock fan has been talking that series up for a while now. So
I agree, Patrick. It is. It's yeah, it's good.
I saw this movie years ago. I wish I could remember the name of it. That was very close to The French Connection in kind of tone. Not necessarily story, but tone. And that was a Korean film. That kind of stuck in my head, but I don't remember the title, unfortunately. Kung Fu Yoga had Jackie Chan in it. Not surprising. Don't watch Indian dramas, though. You might lose your lunch at the spinning camera during sucking scenes.
I definitely probably would.
Back in the day when they used to show a short movie before the main feature, the most boring film I ever saw was called Crystal Voyager. That's, again, unfamiliar. You guys are coming up with some titles tonight that I don't know, so I'm going to have to look. Train to Busan. Train to Busan's really good.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Great film.
There's technically 3 of those because there's Seoul Station, which is like an animated prequel.
Yeah.
And then there's Peninsula, which was the sequel, which I heard is less than great, unfortunately.
They really from what I understand, and I didn't watch it after I was reading about it. They really Hollywooded it up, and I don't think there's any connection to the people in the first movie, and it just was over the top, and so I have no interest at all in watching it.
But yeah, Train to Busan, for any of you who have not seen it, check it out. It is very good. Has anyone watched Crying Freeman? It was Mark Dacascos' film based on a Japanese manga. I'm aware of it. I just it didn't get any play here in America, really. I'm not sure if it was even released here, to be honest. If it did, it went straight to video because it wasn't in theaters.
I don't remember.
Huge fan of Divine Fury myself. Okay, cool. No. All right. So, looking. All right. No, Crying Freeman. I didn't see that. I'm aware of it. I never saw it.
Okay, I found the movie. I'm sorry, I was out of it for a second.
Okay, which one?
It's on Amazon Prime. It is called Flint, Season 1, and it is a former special squad soldier comes to a provincial town, and basically he does the First Blood, just in a different country. And it's in the other language. It's not in English.
This is on Amazon, you say?
And then they have episode 2, episode 3, and then all of the episodes, episode 4. It's all of it. All of it is just Rambo Part 1 divided into 4 sections.
Oh, okay.
That's literally it. It's like, this is Rambo.
And hello to Mark Malikoff. Says old black and white war movies with subtitles German and Japanese. Been indulgently. Crystal Voyager is a movie produced by Pink Floyd. It is a movie of nothing but waves.
What?
Oh, so you have to be high to watch it, I guess.
Or something else.
Drunk.
Okay.
All in all,
Laser
it's just
Floyd. Which I did see once. Which I did see, did enjoy, and did not have to be high. Of course, I was also like 15, so there you go. Okay. Now you got me looking for this Enigma. Hold on. Flint,
all right, so yeah, Flint. So I've seen, I was just going to do just in case it came up, but I saw Damaged with Samuel L. Jackson. I understand why it got the rating it got. Won't spoil anything because it's a mystery. Saw a documentary, Lover, Stalker, Killer, which was phenomenal, and I think they should have done that with the New Mexico murders. Greg Kinnear just came out with the movie The Present, where it's basically Groundhog Day, but the kids are the ones that get to control it through this grandfather's clock. And so they're basically trying to prevent their parents from divorcing. I think they were a little bit obvious, but for the most part, it's a feel-good movie. In a Violent Nature. When you guys were talking about horror and the that area, there's a new movie out. It's called In a Violent Nature. It is.
Yes, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know.
Heard
I
about
like
it.
it, but I
Saw
know
it.
it's not for
the decision making. Like, why?
I ranted about that a little bit in my review. Some of this
That first guy was hilarious. He's just running, just like the opposite direction. Okay. Keep going.
Well, the one chick who just stopped at the hill. Yeah. She could have gone down. It wasn't even a cliff. She just stopped and then just turns around and waits to be killed.
Like,
what?
Well, I mean, technically she had been run through at that point, so.
But
he
wasn't moving fast.
She could have gone down the hill. He hadn't even caught up to her. Ninja just stands there and just waits for him to.
He was never moving fast. He would walk all the time until the bike hit, and then he was like, "I'm gonna move a little bit quicker now."
Oh my gosh. Family version of Edge of Tomorrow. That's funny you would mention that. I just rewatched Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, family. It is really
not long ago.
Version of it. It's something I was noticing about that too is in the movie The Present, they're using the grandfather clock as the measurement, where when you get Edge of Tomorrow, it is the gift or whatever that is given because they had basically been killed in the beast's blood or whatever it be.
Right.
When you get to Groundhog Day, though, there is nothing there that is controlling how the day resets other than it's just 6 a.m. with the clock. There's nothing else. But it's not the clock that's controlling it. It is something that is never mentioned in the movie.
They don't explain it.
Yeah, they never explain that, which was intriguing.
All right. Folks, Curtis has to leave us. Curtis, before you go, what do you have coming up on your channel?
Well, I don't have anything set up before Saturday when I'm going to be talking with Thade about some more spiffy paranormal stuff about flood myths or something like that. But I'll probably do something random between now and then. I haven't figured out a topic just yet, but open to anything. But yeah, between now and Saturday, I'm going to try to sneak in a thing or two. But Saturday is my next actual planned stream. Saturday at 8:30 with Thade. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, Curtis.
Take care, man.
You're welcome. Yes, take care. Appreciate you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. I want to get back to the chat a little bit here. Kind of jumped ahead of us here. Let me see. Matt says Koyaanisqatsi was watch while high film. Yeah. Let's see. Simon says my favorite Korean director is Park Chan-wook. Looked up his filmography and didn't know he created an HBO show about a Viet Cong spy, which also stars Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, the Sympathizer or something like that, I think is the title. I haven't seen it yet. The Coffee Table.
Yes, I know. That's another one I want to get around to.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this one. Yeah.
Gosh.
And the fact that everybody has been so careful, anybody who has seen it has been so careful about not giving away anything in it, that's what intrigues me more than anything. So yeah, that's definitely one that's on my list to see. And yes, we are on X as well. Blue. Yeah. Simon says, Sin, you should release an informational video. How to survive a Michael Myers attack. Going through the movies thing is what you do.
I just said I do the opposite of what all the characters do, basically. I just run far, far, far away. But in my dreams, I can never escape him, even though I'm constantly trying to. And I did have a nightmare about him a few weeks ago, so it's really ridiculous. So stupid, y'all. Yes. Yeah, he still gives me nightmares.
With Groundhog Day. Watch out for that stupid Seduzi. God wants Bill Murray to be a better weatherman.
Who's going to play Michael, Simon? I'm just curious. Sorry. I did. I'm sorry. The chat's cracking me up. Okay.
Chat could post, type something in the chat. I'll be able to post your links. Okay, cool. We'll do. Do the origin of consciousness. I
don't know that one.
Oh, Arturo. Yeah, I know. He already. Yes, I know. He cosplays as
The sympathizer.
Michael all the time.
And thanks again for coming on with us, Curtis. Okay.
Thanks, Curtis.
No one knows who's going to play Michael.
My son.
Curtis's channel.
True.
Indeed. Yeah, the Coffee Table. Patrick says Coffee Table's his favorite film of 2024 so far.
I started watching it, but I haven't finished yet. I got, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes into it, and then I got distracted by going out of town and watching another horror movie that it's taken me probably a week and a half to try to get through, and I'm still not done yet. I keep falling asleep.
Is the Coffee Table a remake?
Have to do that.
I haven't heard that it's a remake. I
don't think so.
There's some foreign film that's related to it, but it's just with the same title, which obviously that didn't mean anything.
What's
it's
it called?
Spanish, La Mesita.
Well, The Coffee Table is a Spanish language movie, so that might be what you're looking at.
Well, it's 2022, so he said 2024.
Well, it might have. So it's weird about movies, you know.
Oh,
it might have actually come out. It might be.
How long have you been back here, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Sorry, bud.
Hey, how's it going?
Jesus and Maria are going through difficult times in their relationship. That's that one.
Yes, that's
really?
The one. Yeah. It is a 2022 film, but it just recently. Oh, because you'll be able to understand it. Without having to read subtitles.
That, and I'm very educated, so to speak, in this realm. So.
In this realm, the horror realm or the Spanish language realm?
Christian realm.
Oh, it's faith based.
Apparently, it's.
I didn't
Jesus
get that
and
far.
Maria.
Well,
I have no clue, but
okay, it's a husband and wife.
sounds like it's going that way. Either way, but yeah, no. Spanish language wise as well. Different countries have different ways of saying things. So, like for instance, living in Argentina, we had a lot of foreigners there, and so obviously I was one. And so, if you say the word hueco can sound like you're talking about Waco, Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
But hueco also means a hole in the ground. But in Guatemala, it can also double as a homosexual. And so it's a very forceful word to use that. And so anyway, at one point, being naive, but purposely being stupid with the guys, a couple guys from Guatemala were sitting with me at lunch, and I was like, so did any of you see that Waco outside? They did not want to touch the subject. They thought it was hilarious, but they were like, I think he's talking to you. No, I think he's talking to you. So, it's just being dumb. But yeah, you got to be careful which country you're in and which word you use. It's
oh yes, I know. I like to watch a lot of like movies, and I've seen several movies and TV shows from Spain because the stories that they put out there are more in line with the stuff I like. Even though I prefer Latin American or specifically Mexican Spanish, but they don't make stories that I like. But there's things that they say in Spain that's not okay to say in Mexico, or it's really filthy. So I'm always petrified I'm going to accidentally say something I shouldn't.
Yeah, even the hand language in certain countries, you have to watch out too. Like with the thumbs up here is good, but somewhere else it's a swear word.
Yep.
Have Cheetahs. He got upset with me alone. It is not a fit-based. Okay.
No. Well, I think he's probably just trying to clarify.
No.
Fine.
Like in case maybe because for some people that might be a turnoff. So, but I didn't get that sense at all when the little bit of it that I saw. It didn't. But I didn't get very far into it. I got as far as them buying the table and. That's it. So it's just like
apparently this table is going to cause a problem in the family.
It does, from what I understand.
It's probably going to be good. They should make it a stage play then if they just get it where it came from that.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty contained as far as where the story takes place. So it might serve well as a play.
Says Manager Frost Goods Drug in California. They renamed all of the Save-On stores to Osco. It went over badly. Apparently, the name was offensive in Spanish.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. Argentina doesn't have it as a bad word. Chile, nor Peru, nor any Southerns.
You did hear the one about I studied this, I think, in like a marketing class I had to take a long time ago in university, but the Chevy Nova didn't go over very well in Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Because Chevy Nova.
That's my favorite car.
I had a 78 Nova.
My dream car is a 1970 Nova.
My daddy had the Rally Nova when it first came out.
Oh,
they got unique traditions. If you put a 2-liter or those jugs of milk, if you put a jug of milk or a jug of water on top of the car, it means it's for sale. Which had no clue. Yeah, weird things like that. Just every day. But yeah, I've been watching the Euro 2024 and the Copa America, and I've been watching how the players will communicate with each other, and you pick up what they're telling each other by how they're doing the hand signals, because they're very common.
When Evil Lurks is that was a good one.
It is.
That was that movie was how Sin and I first started kind of hanging out here on YouTube, because Paulie had Latina Slant had seen that movie. Yeah.
Was that what it was? Because I didn't remember how I knew it was through Paulie, but I couldn't remember like what the connection.
Yeah, but when Evil Lurks was the one where you and I really started talking afterward, and because we ended up doing the it was his regular broadcast, but he brought the movie up, and we were in that show.
Were we live streaming with him?
Kind of,
right?
Yeah, we were. Yeah,
that's right. Okay.
Yeah. And
yeah,
so
that
we
was
did kind of
intense.
Yeah, it is. No one is safe in that movie.
Not even the children.
No, especially not.
Anything goes.
Yeah, pretty much. And let's see. Bill is holding up our. Hold that back up again, Bill. I'll put you.
That's new on my shelf.
Put you up on Stealth Store Can Buy.
This is new on my shelf.
All right, let me drop the banner.
Are you a fan of that?
All right, so this is the World of Ice and Fire. Okay.
Yeah, it's very illustrated.
Game of Thrones.
This is a very cool book that I just got today. Tells everything. It's got everything that you want to really learn about the histories of the show. It's all in there, and it's very, very well illustrated here.
It's so sad that producers did not know how to read that book.
And this came out in 2014, you know. I got some great pictures. Pictures and maps. I think that's why I like this book so much.
So they literally had it written out for them. They still can't do it.
Oh, of course. All right, Sin. I understand you. You have to. You guys split here because you got an early day. So, what do you have coming up for your channel? Any specific plans? Sound Booth Theater or anything like that coming up?
So Sound Booth Theater will be next week. I'm planning to do an anniversary live stream sometime on Friday because that's the 5-year anniversary of my channel. I just don't know when. And in the middle of work, getting back to my regular work, I have a few movies that I want to go see. So I don't have any immediate plan for a video yet, but probably it will involve a review of stuff I'm going to watch. So that's it for me.
All right. All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Sorry I couldn't hang longer.
Of course, yeah, I understand. It's late, and some of us have early mornings, so I know I have Monday off, so it's okay.
Oh,
but,
yeah, so it's easier.
It's easier for me.
I've been getting up a bit early for the past few weeks since I've been away, so therefore I'm not usually awake this late at night nowadays. So I'm tired. I know, Simon. We're gonna do a live stream. Because I was away, I wasn't able to, obviously work out a live stream for last week, but I'll figure something out. So it was great hanging with y'all. Y'all take care.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say real quick. Check your email on the bike riders photo I sent you about.
I saw that. I saw that. I was in the middle of something and didn't write you back at the time. But yeah, the resemblance was uncanny.
The first thing I saw when I looked at her, I was like, Sword and Stone.
It does. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, bike riders, y'all, watch it if you haven't yet.
Yes.
I saw it again last night. So it was great. All right, y'all. Thanks for having me. We'll see you whenever I see you again. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your stream.
Later.
Later, son.
Alrighty. So, Bill, while you're here, you had a stream earlier tonight where you were reviewing the latest episode of House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about it, non-spoilery for anybody who might not have seen it yet?
Oh my God, this episode is so action packed, and stuff really goes down. And if you're like dragons, this particular episode is for you because it was so. I haven't experienced much joy in a TV show in a long time, and tonight, God, I got it all in one episode.
Speechless.
And one episode was so much better than the entire season of anything that Disney has ever made on Disney Plus. So there you go. I just seen there was fire that was released and some dragons got hurt, but in a good way. Great episode.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Spectacular.
So you're rooting for green or black?
I'm not rooting for any faction. I root for the dragons, and tonight the dragons won.
You root for the dragons.
They won, but they also lost.
Well, I'm going to have to break down, I guess, and go back to season 1 and give this show a look, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a really good show. I can't wait till I of course find it on the high seas.
Yeah,
and watch it. But I've been keeping up with it, and I'm looking forward to this week's episode.
I think I'm in the same boat as the leader.
Not that we condone riding the high seas, but I look at it this way. Everybody cannot afford all of the streaming services. Now, I know I certainly can't.
Some of us are on disability.
Yeah, well, there's that too. But, so it does become this kind of necessary thing from time to time. I've grown to the point to where I have to take that into account when I recommend anything. It's I gotta think, how much money are other people going to spend? because I'm hearing about all of these crazy ticket prices, you know, and I'm on the Regal Unlimited app. So it's just like you got to pay, you know, this one a month payment, and that's basically it, you know, and that will cover whatever movie you go to see. But I also understand, you know, everybody is not on that app, and they are out there, you know, full price plus paying for all of the kids, going to the concessions, and you got people out there and then gas because, you know, maybe the movie theater isn't as close. So you're talking about going to the theaters, and you're easily spending potentially $60 to $100. And wow. I don't know how much it would be to go to a matinee show. But when I review movies now, I got to take that into account of how much do I think an average family or an average moviegoer should spend to go see a movie, you know, and that's why I've started to get a lot harder with my reviews because of the fact that it is so expensive to go out and go to a movie these days, you know, because quite frankly, and I didn't want to go into this, but it does play in the political and agenda crap that they throw into this movie that I don't think is worth seeing. You know, I have to take all of that into account. If I think that it's not worth breaking the bank to go see, then I'm not going to tell anybody to go and see it in theaters. You know, I'll say wait for streaming or ride the high seas. Unfortunately, that's most movies these days. You know, but there are movies that I can suggest. You know, The Bike Riders was worth seeing in theaters. Late Night with the Devil was worth seeing in theaters when it was in theaters. It's on Shudder now. And as I've learned earlier tonight, also for free someplace I wasn't expecting it to be. But
right.
Yeah. So it was worth it. You know, there was another movie this year that I really liked called New Life, but that movie was already streaming when I saw it. So it's not like I could suggest going to the theaters to see it because not currently in theaters. So it's like you have to do this in degrees. You almost kind of have to grade everything on a curve in a weird sort of way. And that's why I like how Al reviews movies, you know, and how he goes about, you know, and Al, we've discussed this a couple of times now. I've almost gotten to the point to where I'm kind of adopting Al's rating system in a lot of ways. You know, but I've noticed when it comes with me that I do look at movies that go straight to streaming differently. You know, that I am more careful about what I suggest people go to see in theaters. You know.
Because
I don't want people to break the bank.
There's a lot of factors you gotta take into effect. I never even think about the cost. Actually, I mean, you know, I mean, it's a good. I think it's you're right because I was watching. It was something, and it was done a while ago. They were talking about well, when you're paying $4 a ticket to go to a movie, and I'm like, $4 a ticket? It was some I don't know if it was something someone sent me over a message or some video or something. I was like, oh my god, because it was like, it was done in the 70s or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I remember that. I remember Dollar Movie Night. We had a theater here a long time ago, and Monday nights, was $1. Or and then there was another one that was buy one get one, basically 2 for 1 kind of deal. So yeah, but you just don't see that anymore.
No, sadly, no.
Yeah, my I'm sorry. Yeah, my father, he had a lot of the what you guys have is the passes to go through for the entire month, and it was just unlimited, and he would give me the rundown on everything. And so yeah, it was, and this was post COVID too, so he would I mean that's literally what he spent his time doing is all right, gonna go make some good food, go see this movie, and then come on home. And so but yeah, it's very necessary to be very I guess stingent on what's worth the splurging and what's really not.
Like I saw the mystery movie last week was Fly Me to the Moon, and I had issues here and there with it, but all in all,
Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've just got that one found. I haven't watched it yet.
And I didn't, and not the greatest movie ever made, but not the worst. But I was thinking while I was watching it, do you need to spend like a full price taking the whole family to go to see it? And I'm like, no, you don't.
Date night,
matinee, maybe. I don't know how much. Like I said, I don't know how much a matinee would cost necessarily, but I'm taking that into effect now.
When I
hate doing that because it. Go ahead, Connie.
So when I did the movie nights, it's usually Tuesdays. It's usually like $5 or $6, depending on which movie it is. For Tuesdays at Regal.
Yeah, I'd have to check that.
Big Al, did you see The Exorcism yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I was looking through it. That's why I thought you didn't do it yet.
Who's in that?
Russell Crowe.
Okay, this is different than the Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah.
He's really finding a niche, I guess.
Yeah. Two separate.
This is what I want to do.
2 separate movies, not related.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. I haven't. I don't know if. Let me. Excuse me. Let me go on a shipping expedition here real quick. Let me see.
Okay.
If where I go has it. But it sounds like a film I would like. I like films like that usually. I mean,
I would say the one killing is definitely a different take. That's like towards the end.
It's like I'm sitting here like it is too late to be trying to spell exorcism. It's like one of my words I just have trouble with. It doesn't look like it's just lots of exorcism movies, but not The Exorcism.
There is a shark exorcist. I mean,
yeah,
they're hitting every one of them.
I'm not coming on that one.
And God forbid Amityville. I mean, phew,
Amityville Shark.
Amityville.
Yeah. That's an actual movie.
So is Amityville Bigfoot.
Hey, you know the title I saw today on Letterboxd? Amityville Death Toilet.
Oh hell!
My gosh!
People being killed by a haunted toilet.
That's
what a shitty way to go.
Yeah. Pun intended.
I have that's called the Acolyte, and that's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
That's what that is.
just weird.
Has anyone heard of the Evil Bong?
Yeah, it's a full moon
film, isn't it? So bad it's bad.
Yeah.
Good night, Adega Outlaw.
Oh, good night.
Good night, Adega.
Adega is out. Good night, good night.
Yeah.
But why? I actually have to be headed over to my brother's early, but I don't plan to go to sleep tonight, so there's a difference. Oh yeah, no, I'm sticking around.
Are you? Hey, deleted. Are you gonna go see Horizon, American Saga?
It's on my list. I just got to find time to sit down and watch it.
I believe it's out.
It is.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, I've seen it.
Is it worth all of the drama that he has put through Yellowstone?
No.
Okay.
Well, let me say this. Chapter 1 is all about getting
the story set up,
setting the story, which is what I thought was, and it was. I see where he's going, but I think chapter 2 is going to be what is going to really need to make the film. And I'm gonna say let's say it's one big film. We're getting to know the people, you know. Everybody's starting to head in a certain direction, and then that's where it kind of cuts. But I think what is to come is where it is still. Let's just say the jury's out. We'll see how he continues this. I liked the film more than the rating I gave. I gave it 2.5 because it just felt a little disjointed, a little jumpy, because he's juggling a lot of characters and a lot of story, and it just sometimes you get a piece of this and a piece of that, a little of this, a little, and it just felt. I think once characters start to meet, maybe it'll feel a little more cohesive. It just felt a little jumbled to me. But I like the look of the film. I think the score is great. It's a beautiful film to watch. I think the story is like, I got to see where it goes. It's a long film.
Yeah, 3 hours, 1 minute, 1 time.
Yeah, but I mean,
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it's an investment, but
it's an investment.
it's an investment of time, but it's a lot of like I gotta. I'm jury, like I said, the main jury's still out, but chapter 1, I'm at 2.5, which for me, I could recommend it. So if you like westerns, go see it. I mean,
how about has any of you seen The Quiet Place Day 1?
Yes,
I saw that Tuesday.
Good film.
You guys all seen it? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Damn. How about you, Deleted? Have you seen it?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
For me, I kind of knew what the ending was before I even finished the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. because of the main character, let's just say the main character, you realize early on what, maybe not how, but that something was going to happen to her.
I knew the second when she put the MP plate, her MP into that, I knew exactly how it was going to end. Right then and there, I knew something's going to happen, but I didn't know what until that point in time.
Yeah, but it's a really good film. I think it's a very strong entry in that franchise, and I like the chemistry of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
The guy from Stranger Things is in it. Dan.
Yeah.
I was watching. I was looking at scenes from Game of Thrones, like the original, and I did not know he was in that for like in a very small little, almost like cameo. Not even a cameo, kind of like a small. He was one of the guards at Winterfell when Arya returns, and like when they give her a hard time, and he's one of the. I'm like, that guy looks familiar, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Eddie Munson, you know.
I loved her character, Arya Stark. She's a great character.
Yeah, I like Maisie Williams.
Poor conclusion.
Yeah, bad. Yeah, that was like.
Yeah.
Let's say it's kind of like oh god, it's scary. Like National Lampoon's Vacation. You know, you go on this like long trip, and then you get to the end, and the place is closed.
Game of Thrones was good up until season 6, and then 7 and 8 dropped the ball.
Yeah, that's because they didn't have the story. Didn't have the books anymore.
I still enjoy 1 through 6.
Couldn't look
really,
at their pictures.
Like a lot. I still enjoy 1 through 6 a lot. And so.
And from what I understand, they're never going to finish the book.
He's never going to finish the book.
I'm like, dude,
he's enjoying his fame.
Hire, make an outline, give it to someone who actually can write. To finish it appropriately. It would be the first time Full Metal Alchemist.
He keeps on taking his outline and notes and makes another book and we don't get the completion, you know.
Because he gave the show creators basically like an outline, and they basically filmed the outline without giving it anything.
And then the show creators wanted to do the next biggest thing, and they haven't done it yet.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if they have contracts.
There was so much stuff that they could have done.
Yeah.
That they didn't do, and they just rushed and sped along.
Yeah, like winter is coming, winter is coming, winter is coming. Oh, winter's here. Oh, winter's gone.
Well, this is also, I would have to say, this is also one of the first times I have ever seen people call themselves showrunners, but also the fact that they had them on late night talk shows, and they were getting way too hyped up with their own false fame, and now they're doing nothing. And they had signed a contract for like $50 million with Netflix, but they've done nothing.
Nope.
Since.
I don't think you think you're ever gonna get those. No,
because they can't. They don't know what to do.
No, because Disney's not floating the bill. I mean, you can get that shit made with Disney because Disney will float the bill no matter what. But with Netflix, they're not gonna get it done because they're not gonna float the bill.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Have I seen how they dropped the ball and nobody wants to give them the chance anymore?
Can you blame them?
Nope, not at all. You had the biggest show in the universe and you screwed it up.
Put it nicely.
They should have lunch with Kathleen Kennedy and just, flog themselves.
Well, like I said, I wasn't watching by that point, so it was. I didn't have a dog in that particular hunt. But yeah, I mean, what I'm hearing of House of the Dragon does sound interesting. So who knows?
Yeah,
maybe if I get to it.
I think the only thing this season is missing is Patty Constantine? Constantine? Mm-hmm. King Viserys. God, he was such a great character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it's got Matt Smith, and it needs more Matt Smith.
Yeah,
saying four-letter words.
Outlaw, did you hear this? Benhoff and Weiss faced backlash for their planned HBO slavery drama, Confederate.
No.
Apparently, this was published the January of this year. They were also set to oversee a Star Wars trilogy. No, but chose to leave the project. That's hilarious. But yeah, I knew about the Star Wars.
You're talking about Confederate. Did you ever see the film CSA? Confederate States of America.
Mm-mm.
It's kind of like an alternate history. What if the South won?
They had another one. The Man in the Castle, I also think, is another alternate.
High Castle. Yeah.
Yeah. We were watching that for a little while. It was really intriguing.
But CSA is interesting because it comes up to the modern day, where they're like selling slaves on television. It's like really bizarre, but it's kind of a interesting project.
Ever since Doctor Strange decided to go through all the multiverses, This is what we get.
Mm-hmm.
Do love that concept though, because there is evidence on a multiverse, which is so intriguing. How is a geography professor? Okay.
Well, everyone, I'm gonna head out because I feel myself like
we're
get a little surge and then I go right back again. But
Okay.
thanks to Lucy's for having me. Glad I can make it this time.
Yeah,
And
indeed.
hope everyone has a great time and a great week.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
What do you have coming up for the channel now?
Well, whatever crosses my eyeballs to review. I saw Maxine earlier tonight with 3 X's. The third of the Ty West trilogy.
It's like a horror movie, isn't it?
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thriller-ish. Gives you an idea where my review's going to go. But that and next, I'm going to be on Last Call with Tori Pacelli on Friday night. We're going to be talking cryptids because I love cryptids. And on Saturday night, 10 o'clock on my channel, we're going to be on Films with Friends. We're going to be watching Better Off Dead with John Cusack, which is a lot of fun.
Movie.
I love that movie. It's a lot of fun. And then the following Friday, Deleted Scenes will be joining me
it's a shame they threw up a perfectly good white boy.
Yeah, good line.
They threw out a perfectly good white boy.
There's a lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff in that film. Sorry, your mom blew up, Ricky. But
$2.
Yeah. But and the following Friday, I think Deleted Scenes is joining me, and I'm gonna call it here, Deep Rising.
Yeah.
So that was a Deleted Scene suggestion, and I said let's give it a watch. So you guys take care. Thank you for having me, everyone. God bless y'all.
Later, Big Al.
Okay.
Later,
Take care.
Big Al.
Bye,
Good night,
everyone.
brother.
All right. Well, it's about that time anyway. I think we're going to go ahead and kind of start wrapping things up here. We're going to go around the horn here. Connie, what do you have coming up?
Well, I'm going to be starting back up some of my projects I did this week. So I took the weekend off because of the holiday. Friday, I'm going to be doing a movie, The Raven, with Vincent Price. Also, I'm going to be doing the short before that for the when Vincent Price reads The Raven coming up. So that's it for me this week.
Cool.
All right. Enigma.
No, I am in the middle of doing Boy Kills World breakdown, but when I'm doing these breakdowns, it's very difficult to see what YouTube likes me posting and what it doesn't like. So they keep going like, well, we block that. So I'm doing the breakdown on Boy Kills World and then a breakdown on Silence from 2016. That one's going to be much more in depth, but yeah, I would like to actually do a couple more, I guess, fan-made videos, but yeah, I'm going to be having to do more reviews as well. I'm getting a lot of hits off of the Boneyard breakdown. I was surprised. So, yep, those are the things right now.
Bill.
Well, on Tuesday, we're going to be doing another crappy version of that breakdown and tear down and yip down of that show, The Woke Crap-A-Lite. So, we got me and the Admiralty. We're going to break that down and tell you how disgusting it is and how boring and how lame it is, and we're going to mock fun of it and, have a good old time, because we can.
It's a popular subject.
Yeah. And then we're going to bring Action Theater back on Thursdays at 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. And we're going to do that Boy Kills World on this coming Action Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you already seen it or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm making a surprise video, but y'all can't know about that yet. So.
All right. And of course, that brings it around back to me. Tuesday, Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, and Aged Boomer will be joining me for live from Sparkwood in 21, where we're going to watch episode 2 of season 3 of Twin Peaks. You can, of course, follow along with us on Cosme or with your own personal copy. And then, as Bill said, I'm going to be joining him Thursday afternoon at 4:30 for Action Theater Boy Kills World.
Yeah.
All right. So, any last words, folks, before we wrap it up?
Very thankful I'm on here again.
Well, thank you for taking the time out for and joining us.
Hope everyone has a great day. Much love, peace, and see you on the next stream.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I would like to thank everyone who joined us on Twitter. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Please hit the like, share out the stream. And if you like what you see, please subscribe not only to my channel, but to the channels of everyone here on the panel. I do want to thank Connie Cleary, Enigma Severus, Outlaw Bill, Tired Midnight Blogger, Sin's Corner, and Big Al Presents, and of course, Dr. Victor Frankenstein for joining us. And everyone who is in the live chat, including Shadow of the Raven, Zashi, Putin's Cat, Simon Smith, Adega Outlaw, The Clue Channel, Matt Cheatwood, Have Cheetah Will View, Mark Malnikoff. Let's see, scrolling up here, I don't want to miss anybody. JPRPH1, Last Call, Troy Pacelli. All right. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night, take care, stay strong, because this is how we win. Okay. Yeah, that was a good show. I'd like to thank Deleted Scenes for once again allowing me to come on. Yeah, I think he's paying me for this, I'm not sure. You've been a lovely audience, and I'm not going to unleash my monster on you here. You're all good people. Thank you for being here, and good night.